can't show you, but I got it a couple days ago. Took a while to set it all up, but I've been so desperate to film, and I've been busy with classwork and work. So today I'm filming the 5k special Q&A, and we are so close to 6k. So I apologize so much for how long this has taken me. There's been many different reasons that you will know if you follow along on my channel, and yeah, I've been trying my best, but here we are. I also having some issues with my mic slash audio at the moment. I don't know if it's really a problem with my mic, but it's more of a problem with me hearing what's going on. It just sounds really quiet, I have it at like the full volume, but hopefully I can film this without any issues. The main battle I am dealing with now is the lack of natural lighting that I get. It literally gets dark here at about 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's about 3:30 and the sun is setting, so I'm not working with with much natural lighting, which is a bit annoying, because that's what I like to film with. So sorry if the lighting changes halfway through this, but I'm just so excited to film this, and I'm not sure how long it's going to take. This is also the only day off I have for the next, I have a day off on Sunday, but I'm going out with some friends, so by the time I get back the sun will be set. But yeah, I really want to film and get something up for you guys and get back to being consistent, so I'm sorry about the lighting. I hope it doesn't bother anyone too much. I've wrote out all of the Q&A questions. I've condensed them into hopefully a doable amount. I'm going to try not to blab on too much on some of them that don't need it. For anyone that did ask me a question for the Q&A, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. It's so cool. Never ever did I think that anyone would want to ask me questions, so here we are. But I did have this is the little phone that I was using for the past month. It done the job, but it's very old. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was gonna have the questions on my laptop, but it sounds like it's about to take off. It sounds like an airplane, so I turned it off, and I've just got the questions on my phone now. So let's just get straight into it. Let's not mess around. See what's first on the list. I've also not added any names because some of them are merged into different, the one question, and I also didn't know if the people who did ask questions even wanted their names to be included, so I'm sorry if you guys did want that. I'll maybe do that if I do another one of these. So the first question is, what's your favourite scary movie? Or if you don't watch scary movies, what's your favourite movie in general? So I love scary movies. I love a good horror film. I like being scared, but on my own terms, I don't like real life scariness, but a horror movie is fun, scary. So my favourite horror movie, I would probably say, I think it's probably got to be Halloween. It's my mum's favourite horror movie as well, and she kind of got me into watching it. And I really like the kind of older horror movies because I feel like they're just done so much better. You watch horror movies filmed this year, and they're not scary. They don't hit the same. Oh, this is a hard question. I feel like I'm just gonna have to generalize this. I would love to live abroad. I want to travel, definitely. That's like my biggest thing, probably at the moment, especially. So I want to travel. I would love to live abroad at some point, and I want to go surfing. It's kind of a random, but I love swimming and I love the water, so I really want to try surfing. Before I die, there's so many things I want to do. I want to sell something that I've made, like an art piece. What else? And I want to visit Athens in Greece. It's like the dream location. So yeah, that's 5 things I want to do before I die. Do you watch F1? If so, who's your favourite driver? I started watching F1 about a year ago. I watched Drive to Survive on Netflix because it was like getting really popular. Wanted to see what the hype is about. And my brother is an absolute fiend for F1. He has always been addicted, and I think that's partly why I just was like, no, if it interests him, it's not going to interest me. But yeah, I watched the Drive to Survive series, and then I like followed along with this season's races as well. And if I had to choose one favourite driver, it would be Carlos. I love him. Favourite and least favourite trigger. So my favourite trigger, I would say, I love mic scratching, but I also love camera tapping. But mic scratching has like always been up there as probably my number one, so I'd say that's probably my favourite. And my least favourite, I have a lot of triggers I don't like. Maybe spit painting or eating. I don't like watching either of those. Probably eating is like my biggest one. I just don't like listening to people chew and like no, I don't like it. And the spit painting is like similar to that, I guess. So that's that. Next question. What's your favourite kind of ASMR? Rambles, roleplays, trigger words, and sounds, etc. Oh, I would maybe say rambles. I like when people just like talk about whatever. Rambles with other things that they're explaining as well. That's really, really good. That's why I really like haul videos or like book videos type of thing, where someone is just rambling about a bunch of stuff. I like that. Next question. What are your favourite things to do? I think my favourite like all-time thing to do is read. I love reading books. I think I've got like a very strong imagination, and I love just like going into my own little world, you know. It's the best feeling. And I love to paint and draw, but I need to like use a bit more brain power for that. So I don't do it as much as reading. I also love playing games, but it's very time consuming, and with everything I have going on, I don't really get to play as much as I used to. What else do I like? Obviously love listening to music and watching TV shows, I guess. Yeah, I love going to the gym. I try to go career just kept going from there, and yeah, I really enjoy it. So I guess that's what like pushed me. But I would say my boyfriend inspired me to do it, because I wouldn't have started without him, I don't think. Like, we'd spoken about it before, and he was like, oh, you should just try it. And I was always just worried of like, oh, what will people think, or what will people say if they find my channel. But kind of past caring at this point, and I have fun, and people seem to like what I do, so yeah. Next question. At what age did you get your glasses? I got my glasses when I was in high school. I want to say like 15 maybe, and it's a very low prescription. Got some really ugly glasses that my mum made me get. Very rarely wore them, and then I went back this year. I'd been wearing those same glasses up until like recently, and then I went this year, and now I have these. I have another pair as well, but these are my favourite ones. Okay, so I have had to change position because the sun has set, and I need to use artificial lighting. Disgusting. So I'm sorry, it just doesn't look nearly as nice as when the sun's out. But yeah, I don't want to like finish this video another day. Seems a bit weird. So, where was I? What got you into ASMR? Oh, I don't know what to do with the lighting. I'm so sorry, guys. I really need to find like a way to have nice indoor lighting when it's dark out, so that I can film a lot more during the winter. Because right now I'm struggling to figure out a good way. But okay. So, yeah, what got me into ASMR? I think when I want to say like 15 or 16, maybe younger. I don't really remember what year or whatever it was, but I want to say about that age. I found this girl on, I think it was maybe like a clip on Facebook, or it was like her page came up on my YouTube, something like that. But her name is Mac, and I'm pretty sure her channel name is Life with Mac or something like that. I'll correct myself if it's wrong. But I remember her as one of the like first people that introduced me to ASMR. Like the first, and at the time I didn't realise that it was ASMR that I was watching. I just knew that her videos had like this weird relaxing effect on me. Like, I didn't understand it, and it wasn't until I kept watching stuff and I found more people that were doing content like her that I was like, oh, this is like a whole thing. But her videos were the first thing that like got me into ASMR. She used to do role plays and stuff like that, and I would just pass out, and I was like, that was great, what the hell. So yeah, random little thought there. What is the next question? What is your favourite part about living in Scotland? I don't know, I've never lived anywhere else, so it's kind of hard to say. I guess the nature. I don't think I have many favourite things, honestly. I don't dislike living in Scotland, but I would happily live in other places. So I don't know. I'm not sure how to answer that question, honestly, because I don't really like living in Scotland. I definitely want to move in the future, so. But I guess in that aspect, my family and my friends that I have here are probably my favourite thing about Scotland. If I moved, they would be the thing I would miss most. So that's another thing. Favourite things about Scotland? Any recommendations? What are places places in Scotland that you think everyone should see at least once in their life? That was like a few questions just rolled into one. I guess like Loch Ness is something that everyone could see. I don't think it's like, I mean, it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. And yeah, there's just a lot of really picturesque, beautiful, really cold places up north. I would love to go to the Lake District. I've never saw it. Like, I've never been, but I have saw pictures and it looks really cool. But yeah, I've never been, so I've not really even seen much of Scotland, so I can't speak for my favourite things, really. It's a bit difficult. Any recommendations? There's this thing called, let me get it up. It's called North Coast 500, I'm sure. And it takes you on the route. So it's called North Coast 500, and it brings together a route of more than 500 miles of stunning coastal scenery. So it takes you along a coast up north. That I would love to do it, but I've just never got the chance. I've never had the time to do it either. But I can drive now, so who knows, maybe I'll do it. But I think that's something interesting for if people are visiting and you don't really know what to do. I'd definitely go up north and see it. Like, this, as much as the cities are great, like Edinburgh is a classic, obviously it's the capital, everybody will want to see it at least once. But there's more, and there's a lot, I would say, more interesting things further up north that maybe are overlooked. But yeah, Loch Ness. I have been to Fort William, that was really gorgeous as well. But yeah, North Coast 500 I've heard is good, and it like, you get to do and see a lot of it, a lot of the coast. So that's something I would do. The next question is favourite book and book series. What's your all-time favourite book? I've like compiled some of these questions into like multiple people's, but they're kind of similar. So, favourite book and book series. My favourite book of all time is The Song of Achilles. And my favourite book series, I'd probably say the Akatar series by Sarah J. Maas, but also a book series called Delirium, I believe. I can't remember who wrote them, but very, very good. I've not read those books in like a while, so Sarah J. Maas is the one that I've like read more recently, so I would say that's probably my favourite at the moment. Who and what got you into reading in the first place? Oh, that's such a good question. From what I can remember, it was like, my mum is a huge reader, so is my gran, and my gran used to take me and my brother when we were younger to like our local library. She would let us pick out a bunch of books that we wanted to read, and we'd get to take home for a while. And I think it would probably be that, from what I can remember. My brother used to read a lot as well, so we would be able to like read similar things as well. We also tried to write our own book. That didn't last long, but that was fun. So yeah, stuff like that. My family was just quite into reading, and it's just kind of been passed on. Who reads the most, you or your cat? I think it's probably me, as he sleeps more than anything. What book gave you the most emotions? Ooh, this is difficult. A lot of books have destroyed me. I don't want to just keep saying The Song of Achilles, but oh my gosh, that book properly tore me apart. Like, I think it has to be. It's like, I'm so emotional What did you major in? Next question. Are you at uni? Next question. What are you studying? So, I did study ancient history and archaeology. I'm no longer at uni. I finished my degree and I'm doing art classes now. And yeah, I just wanted to continue studying. So I'm doing something else. Not that I don't love what I studied, but COVID kind of stopped me from getting a lot of experience. So the years that I was supposed to be doing a lot of field work, I was doing online school, so it was impossible for me to get that experience I needed. So that's why I'm like studying something else for a while, and I'm gonna have summers free that I can hopefully get some more archaeology experience as well. So that's the plan. What part of creating ASMR videos have you enjoyed most, and what part, if any, have you least enjoyed? I liked this question. I thought it was really different. So I guess the part I liked the most is probably like interacting with you guys. I have never even, like, before I made a channel, I've never even commented on like my favorite ASMR artist's posts or anything like that. I'm one of the, like, I'll just sit back and enjoy it, and I always read the comments and stuff, and it's such like a nice community, I think. But yeah, I never joined in. So I think talking to people about ASMR and the videos that I make as well are often like stuff that I'm passionate about, like books and stuff like that. So I also get to talk to people about stuff that I like. So you guys, I would say. And my least favourite thing, I would say, is probably editing. I don't mind editing really. Like, I quite like it, but it's very, very time consuming, and with classwork and with working and trying to film, edit, have a life, it's a lot. Sometimes it's quite stressful, and also I didn't quite think about how much storage it would take, and I have lost a video before, like a long video that I completely edited. I've spoke about this before, and yeah, I lost it. I lost the footage, and I was so sad because I spent so many hours like getting ready for that, filming it, and then editing it as well. Had like a thumbnail already for it to post, and I just, yeah, lost the footage like a silly Billy. So that's probably my least favourite. So next question. What's your favourite book genres, like romance, thrillers, etc.? Probably throughout all of my books, the most consistent genre I read would be romance, but I think my favourite genre that I read is fantasy. I just think it adds like another element that's so, like, some of the books I read, and like you could never watch a movie that would be able to capture this type of wow factor, you know. And I just love having like a completely weird and completely made up little world inside my head. It's so cool. Do you have any favourite book tubers? I actually don't. I don't watch that many book videos on YouTube. I should, but I really don't, because usually I'll start to like watch these videos and then I'm just like, I want to read, so I'll just read. But if you have any recommendations of good booktubers, leave them down below. Do you have any book recs? So I've just finished reading Fourth Wing, well, not just, like a couple weeks back, and oh my gosh, amazing. I loved it. I've never read a book with dragons and like all Italian and Spanish at higher in school, and I didn't keep up afterwards because I went straight into uni, and then I had a lot of other stuff to deal with. But my boyfriend speaks Spanish very well, and I really try. I want to try to learn it better. And Spain is like probably the place I've been to abroad most in my life, so yeah, I'd love to learn more Spanish. Do you have any goals or dreams? I assume this is like just general goals and dreams. So I would love to be able to write my own book. I probably should have said this in the 5 things I want to do before I die as well. I'd love to write my own book and get it published. That would be unreal to me. I have like tried to brainstorm ideas, but life just happens and I don't know where I would find the time to also be writing a book. And like, where the hell do you start? You know, these people are writing so much in their books, and I just think it's so cool. So I would love to do that. And goals or dreams. Dream of mine would be to like travel to as many places as possible. I would love to work abroad or live abroad. You know, I'd love that. I'd love to just be in a different city, a different lifestyle, learning a different language. Because as much as Scotland is home, I don't have like an inclination to live here for the rest of my life. Who's your favourite author and what's your least favourite book? My favourite author, I think that's really hard. I don't think I like really read by author, which is probably bad. I go on about her books all the time. I like Sarah J Maas, but I've only really read her one book series. I do want to read her other Throne of Glass series, so maybe her for that reason. But writing style wise, I don't know. I just like look for certain types of books rather than a certain author. But maybe I should. If I like some of their books, then I probably like the other books. So I don't know. My least favorite book. I read too many of those books in that book series, but the After series by Anna Todd, I believe. Oh my gosh, no, no. I thought they were peak romance and like in high school when I was reading them, and then I soon had a wake-up call and realised I was reading the bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry, but it just, it's not great. I've read way better books since then, so it's probably my least favourite that I've read. I'm sure there's way worse. But that's for me. That's my opinion. Have you ever not finished a book you've started? Oh, 100%. I have done this too many times, probably. Sometimes I just lose touch and I just don't want to finish it, and I would rather start a book that I like than push myself through a book that I hate, you know. So yeah, I have done that. I've done that with series as well, when I get to like the 3rd book and I'm like, oh, this is bad, it just doesn't compare. So yeah, I know a lot of people are very against doing that, and they're like, no, you've got to finish it. I just can't. I can't. Do you like One Direction? Who's apologize for any background noise. Where was I? Don't have too many left. It's probably going to be a long video. Also got asked like a bunch of times what I work as or what my job is. I just have like a part-time job because I'm still in school. So it's nothing special. It's not like an actual career or anything. I just work in a shop. Favorite place you've visited? Coolest place you've ever been? Favorite place you've visited would probably be Nîmes in France. Me and my boyfriend went last year, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. I had only ever been to Paris. Like that was my first place I went to in France, and Nîmes was so much better. There was so much archaeology and so much history for us to go and see. We had so much to do, and it was just such a gorgeous, gorgeous place as well. Yeah, I would highly recommend going to Nîmes. Coolest place you've ever been? I don't want to just be boring and say Nîmes again, but maybe Madrid. I've been to Madrid like multiple times, and it is very, very cool. Probably the coolest place I've ever been. Partly because I've been so much, so I've saw a lot more. But Madrid and Nîmes, yeah, they're both very cool. I just didn't want to say Nîmes for both, so. So next question: if you were a pasta noodle, what kind would you be and why? This is a funny one. I think fettuccine or like tagliatelle type of spaghetti is really, really good. But I don't know if that's me. I feel like if I was taller, maybe. But I'm gonna go with ravioli. I love a bit of ravioli. I think it's very good pasta type. A pet peeve that triggers you the most. I hate when people breathe really loud near me, or when people eat with their mouths open. Yeah, probably those two. I don't mind like if people are chewing gum loud or something like that, but eating with your mouth open, like I can see the food that you're eating. No. Please close your mouth. And the breathing is just annoying. Also slow walkers, oh my gosh. Like I'm not the tallest, but I be walking way faster than some of these tall people out here. Like, people walk so slow. Have you not got places to go? Places to be, places to see. So, I have like 5 more questions, something like that. Don't have many left. So, someone asked how old I am. What's that noise? So, someone asked how old I am. I am 22. 22. Let me on my phone. So yeah, I am 22. Someone also asked what my zodiac sign is, and I am a Taurus. What inspires you? This is a good one. Like in life and the stuff that I like to do, the stuff I'm passionate about. I'm not sure. I would say my friends, my family, like people I admire. So people that I see being successful online and stuff like that, they inspire me because I'm like, wow, if they can do it, I want to do it too. But yeah, mainly my friends and family. I think so good. They're classics, and I'm pretty sure I've got the box set, but I'm so happy that they're on Netflix just for convenience. And like at least once a year, I have to watch all of the movies. It's just so good. I remember watching them all in like one sitting when I was younger. Some of my friends, it was so good. So good. How old is your cute cat? This is so sweet. Some of you guys have asked about Izzy. This is funny. Izzy is 8, I think. I think she's 8. She's 8 or 9. She's classed as a little senior lady now. She's very cute though. She doesn't really act like it. She just acts like she's a normal cat. But yeah, I've had her since I was kind of young. But yeah, so I think she's about 8 or 9. Current hobbies. Are there any new ones that you'd like to start? So current hobbies, as kind of mentioned earlier, and the like things to do question, reading, drawing, and painting are my main hobbies right now. Yeah, I've been really enjoying being creative and just trying to have fun with it, because while in uni I really didn't have time for this type of thing, so I'm happy to have the chance to do that now. And I would love, I've wanted to do this for years, I would love to get a keyboard and learn how to play on the piano. Love to do that. I'd done a bit of it when I was in school, but I've never had my own keyboard or access to one that I could actually practice, so that's hopefully something I can do down the line. And the final question, oh my gosh, are we at the end already? As if I've not been filming for like an hour. Favourite ASMR artists? Wow, this is a big question. So my favourite artist, maybe ASMR Jade. I love her videos. It just feels so, I don't know, chill, like I'm on FaceTime or something. So I like the way she films her videos, and everything is so cute. So it's very nice on the eyes. I also really love Evie ASMR. She has like such just her own style, and I love it. She quite often just does like on the back camera and like is tapping on the camera. I love that. I love the way she does her videos. I like all-time fave would be ASMR Glow. I love ASMR Glow. I don't watch those kind of videos as much anymore. Like they're very they're much more like ASMR, you know, very particular. Whereas I feel like the type of videos I watch now are just kind of like people talking to the camera but whispering. ASMR Spring, she's really fun as well. I really like her videos. I would say ASMR Jade and Evie ASMR are my favourites. I also